On today's show, we're taking a look back at all the wins, all the losses, and all the craziness. And let's just be real, 2020 was a lot of crazy. Matter of fact, it was all crazy, in my opinion. But we're going to start off with the music. So there's so much music that we can talk about here. But for y'all, what was like the standout albums from everybody?
Lil Baby, My Turn.
God,
Me, you gonna say that? Yo,
God,
baby.
that was a hard album. Come on.
That was a hard album. And for me, if I had to do R&B, I would say I really like Division. Have you guys heard of Division?
Of course,
The Muse in Her Feelings. I thought his album Muse in Her Feelings was like really good.
I didn't know you was into that type of music, Jazz. Okay.
What? Yes, I listen to R&B.
Okay.
Jazz came right in there. You didn't have to even finish that time. No, baby.
The baby. 2020, the baby. Like it, the baby.
You know, some of the albums I was feeling this year was really weird. You know, even musically, I couldn't really get in my groove. But some of the albums that kind of took me away from all the craziness going on in 2020. Beyonce album, the Lion King one, I rocked with that. Even the visual work she did with that. Surprisingly, Ariana Grande album. I like that. What you laughing at, Jamie? I rock with Ariana. She was supposed to be my little Valentine's boo. Like whenever she dated Big Sean, I was supposed to ask her to be my Valentine's, and I didn't do it. And then she was dating Big Sean a month. Look at Cleo. I didn't know she liked black dudes. That's all I'm saying. If I would have knew she was going, but basically, all right, Ariana Grande album.
A lot of tea right there, Romeo. We'll come back to that later, though. Keep going.
I like Uzi. Uzi had that rock star vibe.
Uzi, period.
Oh, and Bad Bunny. Can't forget, you know, me and Spaniel is muy bien invested, baby. That's all I got to say, you know.
All right.
Okay,
We had enough
what's
Romeo
yours, Jamie? What you got?
Anyway,
Jamie?
I said I really like Kid Cudi's album, Man on the Moon 3, The Chosen. There was just, I don't know why. Like when I listened to that album Fall Out for the first time, like I was immediately obsessed. Like it made me feel something, which I feel like a lot of rap albums don't really do for me. So that one's definitely just number one because no album made me feel like some type of way. Of course, Wanna by Gunna. Love that album. Repeat, always. Those are my top two, I would say, this year.
Jamie, a little hood. I didn't know you was hood.
Yeah,
like
that was a little raspy.
Okay, listen. Just
like
know if I'm ever driving, we're gonna be bopping our heads the whole car. That's all you have to know.
I'm going to Jamie when you want your playlist. I feel like everybody is really excited for Kid Cudi's Man on the Moon 3. Like he has such a core following that love his vibe, that love his music. They were so excited to see him, you know, return, and he put out a great project for his fans. But this Little Baby run this year has been something that I wouldn't have expected. And at the same time, it's almost feels like everyone is so behind it. There's not one person who doesn't dislike his music. Everyone's in on this guy. He just announced, I think him and Apple have teamed up for a whole a documentary about his life. He's Artist of the Year for Apple, so I'm excited to see what they do for Lil Baby, man, moving forward. He's had a hell of a year, on and off the mic. Jesus.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I do.
It's Lil Baby year for real.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I'm so surprised nobody said Tiana Taylor, the album. That album, that went hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it did.
Just reminded all of us of why she should not retire.
Right, but I must say, this album, I liked her album before that she had with the song with
one that Kanye produced.
Yes, Are You Gonna Love Me? That whole vibe. I liked that one better. I like this one too, but it didn't live up to the other one, in my opinion.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
on that topic. Okay, guys, I want to say, is there any album this year that disappointed you guys? Like you were hyped and it just didn't live up?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say mine right now. No, I'm gonna just say this: the Future and Uzi album.
Yep, that's what I was gonna say.
Absolutely.
Disappointed. Sorry.
Uzi, you just had to go there. We knew you was gonna bring that up. We talked about that 3 episodes ago. Jamie, we get it. You wasn't feeling it. You know, James Harden and Russell Westbrook, Houston Rockets, you up in the trade, split apart. I get it. It didn't work for you, Jamie.
Y'all see how he yells at me for having an opinion? Y'all, anyway.
I just knew that you two were not going to disappoint. That like the last episode of 22, y'all was going to go head to head hard. Like
let them battle it out, man.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, guys. So let's battle on this one. Who was everyone's favorite new artist of 2020? Who would you say?
Ooh, I'm gonna say Meg.
I'll let y'all go first. Okay,
Meg. Female rappers Mulatto.
Yep, that was on my list.
Yep.
Big Lotto, baby. Big Lotto.
It was a run for the ladies this year, man. It was a whole run. It's there. There's so much talent, and they're just killing it every time they get the opportunity. Every song they drop, people are buying in, man. So it's between Meg and Lotto for me that were just really running.
I got a question because I was kind of confused because when you say new artists or new artists of this year, it's like, is the Baby considered in that? Is Lil Baby considered in that?
See, I would say the Baby is considered. I didn't know about the Baby until this year.
But what about Lizzo? So is Lizzo
Anton?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, Jazz is her. That's her baby.
I didn't know about that, man, until I saw him perform on SNL. I did not know who the Baby was.
All right, but guys, can y'all help me with this?
Real quick, you telling me you never heard Suge or I Need Some with some bop in it? You never heard that? That was 2019, 2018.
Yeah, I heard it on SNL.
Jazz, everybody don't know the Baby like you know the Baby.
Come on.
What I was wanting to ask, Jazz. Everybody don't know the Baby like you know the Baby.
Yeah, that's because that's your crush. That's your baby. Like, I don't know that man like that.
I guess.
Is Lizzo a new artist?
No,
I don't consider Lizzo a new artist.
Absolutely.
But she was nominated for new artist of the year.
But that's the thing, bro. You know that in this business, you could put in a long run of work before you ever get that spotlight put on.
Yeah.
You are then considered a new artist with 10 years plus living up to getting to that actual platform.
Well, Cleo, you make a great point. With that being said, Lizzo is my new artist of the year, baby.
Okay,
last year and this year.
This is what I was gonna say. I love Megan, but I live in Houston. I heard Big Old Freak in like 2017. She was really popular in the city. Like, she was super popular. So I always felt like everybody was kind of late on Meg's wave. But Cleo's absolutely right. She kind of popped this year. But I think a solid new artist is Jack Harlow. And I think he had a great year. He's a solid new artist. He just popped this year and he's already charting. What's popping was like everywhere.
You know what I gotta say about
2020?
Oh my God.
Okay, Romeo.
Nah.
You know what I gotta say about Jack Harlow? I'm always like super hard on white boy rappers. And I'm always like, is this a gimmick? Is it real? Are they just putting it on? But, you know, and I didn't want to like his song. What's the hit song he has out that everybody
What's popping?
What's
popping?
Yeah.
I didn't want to like it, but let me tell you, I love that song right now. Whenever it comes on, it gives me energy. It makes me want to go out. It makes me want to like possibly catch COVID because I don't care to go party. You know what I'm saying?
Possibly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll risk COVID when I hear that song. Like, that's.
I wonder how calculated he was with it for it to become the theme song for the NBA playoffs this year. Like, he talked about it, like, you know, Sports Center Top 10. Like, he dropped that bar in there, and every time Sports Center they had to play that song leading up to their top 10. And then his follow-up singles, Tyler Hero, he really has a really big, I want to say, tap in with the NBA. And I got to give it to him, man. I with you, Anton. Anybody who rolled out with the white boy rapper thing, I'm like, all right, here we go again. How long is it going to last? But there's something about this kid. It's the swagger in him, the confidence. I like him.
And the album is fire. The album is fire.
The album is real good.
Absolutely.
I love it, man. Listen, we're talking about music artists. It's only right that we talk about music videos. Okay, so for me, best music video of the year, hands down. I watched it 100 times the day it debuted. It was the WAP video, Cardi B and mixed up.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I watched it 100 times. 100 times. I watched it. Amazing.
Hey, what did Romeo say? What you say?
Freaking freak.
Okay. Romeo, don't act like you didn't do the same thing. We all know you watched it over and over.
I never watched the WAP video fully.
Why?
He can't even say it right. He's like, I never.
I told y'all this year was just it's 2020. It was a year I couldn't get in the groove. Even musically, I wasn't just locked in musically. It was just so much stuff happening in real life. And it was just one of those years for me where I never watched WAP fully.
But you know what?
Rome, I've watched it enough times for me and you to tell you. Okay. Let me tell you, man, that video was well done. It was well shot. It was well edited. It was well choreographed. I want to give a big shout out to the wardrobe department for making sure they look great. It was an amazing video, man. Shout out to all the cameos they had in it. I love the fact that they put on for every other young female art. Ruby Rose has a cameo. Normani's in it. It's a beautiful video.
Suki, who we had on the show. Sukiana was in it too.
Friend to the show.
Yep. But I must say, my video of the year is Roddy Ricch, The Box. I don't think anything topped that cinematically, in terms of wardrobe, in terms of the different scenes. It was literally like a short film, in my opinion. I think the song was dope, and they had the video to complement it. So for me, that would have to be video of the year for sure.
Okay. Another Roddy Ricch video that told a story was Rockstar with the Baby.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
That was a good cinematic video. But my video of the year is Body by Meg Thee Stallion. I just love the like dark contrast, because like it was like a light video and Body was like more dark, and she still had cameos in it like Taraji P. Henson. So I love that video too.
Okay, well, y'all, for me, it wasn't so much a music video that was the best of 2020, but it was the now infamous, you about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Listen, let's hit it with a replay real quick so everybody can read it.
You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing.
Yeah, baby. That's what 2020 was for me. Okay? That's what it is. Okay, well, y'all listen. We got to take a really quick break, but coming up next is the beautiful Soraya. So make sure y'all keep it locked only on the mix on Fox Soul, baby. Well, Soraya, listen. Okay, we want you to hop right into the mix. So listen, Jazz, can you please just start us off?
Yeah, let's get into it, you guys. So no matter how tough times get or what stresses we have, we all can relate to music. It's always there to lift us up and get us hyped. So what songs really got you guys going this year? We can start with you, Soraya. Yeah, we'll start with you, Soraya.
I think this year, gosh, it's been such a crazy year. I would have to say, I agree with you guys. I would have to say Lil Baby's album. Also, what I kind of like fell into, I didn't even know she was releasing an album, and then I kind of like just stumbled across it, was Alicia Keys. It was really good. Like, I really loved her album. I feel like she tried something different, but it worked. I liked how she featured like a lot of current artists and younger artists on her project. I also like just kind of like her swag that she's coming back with. So I was really surprised by that album. And I really loved Lil Baby's album.
Yeah.
I had to go with, for me, off top, Rodney Ricch, The Box. I just think that was song of the year. When you hear that, you just know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Off top, Rodney. Beyonce, I feel, was just a song that brown skinned girl, like, that was my song that got me through every moment. It just made me happy. It just took me out of all the darkness and craziness of 2020. So definitely Beyonce, Brown Skin Girl. And this one, if Zanique was here, she'll love this. Justin Bieber, Lonely and Holy. I loved his direction of where he showed his growth.
Okay.
See, for me, for me, it would definitely have to be Lil Baby, Bigger Picture. I think that song, just in general, like with BLM and the protesting, it was so, we needed a record like that to just uplift us. So for me, I would specifically have to say that one. And if I had to choose a hype song, honestly, Sweetie Tap In was like,
yes,
that was my joint.
Say that.
Yeah.
That's my jam. Because it's like the Too Short beat, isn't it? The Too Short.
Yeah.
That's fine. You took mine.
Oh.
Listen, I have to say any Lil Durk song, especially Three-Headed Goat. I'm obsessed with Durk. I know we talk about Baby, Emotionally Scarred with my Baby song of the year. But Lil Durk, like, people are sleeping on him, in my opinion. Like, Romeo, do you even listen to Lil Durk?
Lil Durk, one of my homies, actually.
All right, bro. Anyway, that's not what I asked. I didn't ask if you guys were friends. I said, do you listen to his music?
That's one of my favorite albums is Lil Durk. I feel he's one of those underrated artists, but I think they woke up when they saw him on Drake's song. Like he even said, once Drake's song, the world they woke up. But Dirk definitely next year he's gonna be in that A-list category with all the greats. He got the work ethic and the talent.
You know what's crazy to me? Everyone knew Lil Baby after his feature on Yes Indeed with Drake's song. And like Romeo just said, like Dirk was the same way on his feature. Like people discover them from Drake.
Yeah, go listen to the Dirk album. You're gonna be bopping the whole way, for real.
Yeah, that's a really good album. Because You Waited, I think the last one he dropped, that one was really good.
I'm gonna say another artist that I kept hearing and I loved. Chloe Haley, Do It.
Oh yeah, that was a good record.
Right
there.
The album was actually really, really good. I was surprised.
I love both of these sisters and what they're accomplishing, not only in music but also just on screen. For Haley Bailey to be casted as the upcoming Ariel in the live action Disney film, I'm really excited to see that. That's official. That's going down. For me, artists this year, man, I had to take it back to Nipsey Hussle. Listening to Victory, I remember when Victory Lap first dropped, like on day one, I banged that album for like a week straight. I didn't turn it off. And then, his untimely passing, and I needed something in 2020 to keep me motivated. And I just threw it back on and I listened to it every single day. I go right back to it, man. So Nipsey Hussle's Victory Lap is what kept me going through this year for sure.
Did you ever go to the Marathon store like after you passed?
Yes, sir. I went there before and after, man. It's creepy. It's a really creepy feeling, man, because we wasn't supposed to have that one happen, man. We wasn't supposed to lose him in our own city. That's a blow. That's a blow, man. But
it was Kobe. We lost Kobe and then him, or was it him first and then Kobe?
Nip first, and then the untimely fortunate passing of Kobe. Yeah.